Winterize your chrysanthemums from the cemetery and reuse them next year. Instead of throwing them away, try this simple method to help them survive the winter and continue to amaze. The method is easy, cost-effective, and doesn't require much time. In November, many people place chrysanthemums on graves, but as the frost sets in, these flowers often end up in the trash. Not many know that they can be saved. With a little effort, you can overwinter the plants and enjoy them again the following year. It's best to take the chrysanthemums from the graveyard before the frost hits, as this increases their chances of survival. Cut the flowers in the pot to about 10 to 15 centimeters above the ground, leaving the roots and part of the stem. Then, prepare a box, line it with a plastic bag, and place the potted plant inside. Seal the box tightly and store it in a room with limited light access, such as a garage or cellar. In March, you can start waking up the chrysanthemums. First, move them to a bright and warmer place, but don't put them outside right away. There may still be frosts until May, so wait before placing the flowers outdoors. Use this trick, and you'll have flowers for years to come. Here's how to trim geraniums for winter using the Max 20 method. This will help them bloom even more beautifully next season. It's a quick and simple way to get your plants ready for winter dormancy and spring revival. Remove all faded flowers and any new shoots, as geraniums need to focus their energy on surviving the winter, not flowering. Also, take off any dried or diseased leaves. Geraniums require proper trimming before winter to survive the colder months and bloom beautifully the next year. The Max 20 method involves cutting the stems down to a maximum of 20 centimeters, which helps the plants focus energy on the roots and protects them from diseases. The best time to prune is before the first frost. This way, the geraniums will be ready for winter rest and spring revival. Once trimmed, the plant should have a compact, bushy form. Simply store them in a cool place and reduce watering, and they'll flourish in the spring. Pour some water into a small bowl and place it near your orchids. This will encourage them to bloom again, allowing you to enjoy their beauty throughout the year. Humidity is crucial for orchid care, as these plants thrive in moist yet well-ventilated environments. Spraying the leaves with warm water helps raise humidity levels, especially in dry indoor air. However, avoid misting the flowers and newly growing roots to prevent fungal diseases. Using a humidifier is beneficial, but you can achieve similar results by placing a damp towel on the radiator during the heating season. Just remember to keep it moist when it dries out. You can also set a bowl of water next to the orchids. The heat from the radiators will cause the water to evaporate and humidify the air around them. Once a week or every 2 weeks, depending on the temperature and humidity, immerse the orchid pot in water for 10 to 15 minutes. Then allow the water to drain completely to avoid root rot. In winter, watering every 2 weeks is usually sufficient. All these practices will help your orchids grow healthily and bloom beautifully, allowing you to enjoy their flowers almost all year round. I'm making orchid compresses, and it's developing more and more buds. With each passing year, it's getting more flower stems. The secret to growing such orchids is proper care. So don't throw away the banana peels after eating a banana. They're an incredibly valuable organic fertilizer for orchids. Banana peel contains plenty of potassium, which stimulates the flowers to bloom. You can use it for orchids every 2 weeks. It will nourish the leaves, strengthen the roots, and make the orchids bloom abundantly. Even just wiping the orchid leaves with a banana peel is incredibly useful. The leaves will become shiny and have a beautiful green color because of it. This way, you'll provide them with the necessary nutrients. To encourage bud development, use banana peel in another way. Cut it into smaller pieces. Pay attention to the flower stems and where new buds and flower shoots might appear. Take a piece of banana peel and frog clips. Wrap the banana around that spot. Such a compress will deliver the necessary nutrients exactly where they're needed. It will stimulate the orchids to produce new shoots and flowers. Thanks to these regular compresses, the orchids bloom like those of the best breeders. Remove the dressing after 6 hours. That's all. Repeat the procedure after 2 weeks. This is a genius way to save your plants. Take a skewer stick and make a small hole in the cap of a small empty bottle. Insert a cotton swab into the bottle just like I did. One end of the swab should stick out. Take some tape and cut a piece of it. Use the tape to attach the skewer stick to the bottle with the sharp end facing up. Make sure the stick extends well above the bottle, so a longer stick is needed. For better results, wrap the tape around the bottle to keep the stick in place. Now, turn the bottle upside down. Water will start to drip from the stick, indicating that the drip system is working perfectly. To use it, insert the stick into the soil near the plant. You won't need to worry about daily watering anymore. Your plants will always be well watered. This is a genius way to save your plants. Drop eggshells into a blender, and your plants will thank you. Add 3 or 4 eggshells to the blender. Crushed eggshells decompose slowly in the soil, enriching it with easily absorbable calcium, which supports the development of strong roots and healthy stems. Also, add 2 small spoons of used coffee grounds. Coffee grounds are a natural and affordable way to fertilize plants. They promote healthy growth by gradually releasing nutrients that plants can utilize over time. Next, add 2 small spoons of brown sugar to encourage the growth of beneficial bacteria in the soil. The final ingredient is carrot peels, which provide organic matter that improves soil fertility by supplying minerals and vitamins that promote healthy plant growth. Blend all the ingredients thoroughly until you have a crumbly mixture. This fertilizer is ready. Spread the homemade fertilizer carefully around the roots, ensuring an even distribution of ingredients. Then, lightly mix it into the top layer of soil. Store any remaining fertilizer in an airtight container. This mix can be kept for several months. With this blend, your plants will benefit from a natural and balanced set of nutrients that enrich the soil and encourage healthier growth. Water hydrangeas with this solution, and they will grow like crazy and stop getting sick. You can even save very weak flowers. I'll show you an amazing way to prepare a homemade fertilizer for them. You only need a few ingredients. Take a pitcher in which you'll prepare the mixture. First, pour 100 milliliters of milk into it. Then add 100 milliliters of a golden beverage. Pour in the same amount of vinegar. After that, add 300 milliliters of water to the pitcher. Now, in a smaller pitcher, dissolve 5 tablespoons of brown sugar in 100 milliliters of hot water. Pour the sugar water into the large pitcher and mix it well. After it cools down, use this fertilizer to water the hydrangeas. This treatment provides the plants with essential nutrients and creates a protective barrier against pests. The flowers will look beautiful and healthy. This fertilizer is also very beneficial for ferns and monsteras.